On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Out of his end zone, here comes Jalen Reagor. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
That's complete to Dell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Texans at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. Stroud to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. This quick pass complete to Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
In motion right, that's Dell. They'll run here with Pierce. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good 1st step.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Pierce. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Now Lawrence to throw. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he goes out right around the 39. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Lawrence will throw. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Garrett Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Down with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. Oh, a good return up past the 30. There he goes, left side. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Texans 14. Jaguars
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here goes Stroud again. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. First and 10, it's Pierce. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Stroud looking to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. In motion right, that's Collins. Stroud working out of the gun. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Option right, here's Stroud. And he'll take this one in for the Texans touchdown. C.J. Stroud. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try to get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. Rolling to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On 4th down, here's Cameron Johnston on to punt for Houston. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And this one too low.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Play action. Stroud now. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? Now Stroud. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Stroud will look to throw once more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins from 10 yards out. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Man in motion left. That's Collins. First and 10, it's Stroud. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Back to throw, here's Stroud. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Takedown as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
30 left.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Final play of the half, it's Lawrence. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Etienne once more. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line.
Easy. Read it, 44. Read it, 54. Silver.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this 3rd quarter, but it's just not clicking right now, and it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He completes it to Ridley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st down.
Hey, kill.
Lawrence going to throw again. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, go.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Hey, let's go.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. On first down, here's Stroud. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Cortland Sutton, 66 yards. And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Jaguars 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8.
Take right open. Check smash. Silver.
Now Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
From the shotgun, Lawrence, and that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And now here is another interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Stroud off the play fake. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's taken down inside the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Partner, I know we're we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need,
oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth-quarter lead. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A huge play there for Houston. 55 yards. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Pierce going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. And they'll run again. And this time he is in for a Houston touchdown. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Texans 49, Jaguars 21. Kaimi Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Another tote for ETN. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's ETN. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Stroud looking to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Hey, Jupiter.
On 1st down, right back to ETN. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think.
There he goes, right side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
11.
Straight ahead, ETN. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Lawrence to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Stroud's throw complete to Rager. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess,